It is Tuesday night, Taco Tuesday. I don't even know why anybody came up with tacos on a Tuesday. Why? Because it just starts with the letter T. Like, why not on a Thursday? And like, I like tostadas and enchiladas and burritos too. I think burritos, we should have burritos on Tuesdays. I don't know. Let's ask my guest tonight how he feels about burritos on Tuesdays. What's
Well,
up? We have the one, the only two-wheel rider. No, Smurf Luciano in the house. What's up?
what's up, Miss Flower? How you doing today?
I'm having a great week. I can't complain. Well, I can complain, but that's a whole nother show
Yeah, yeah. Well, shit. Every day is a good day that we wake up on this side of the earth. You know,
already.
and
How
we
do you
got a chance.
feel?
We
How do
got a
you
good
feel
chance.
about burritos on Tuesdays?
Uh, uh.
Where did Taco Tuesdays even come from?
Well, the taco came from the Tuesday, and the Tuesday came from the Monday, and then it went to the Wednesday, and that came from the lady of the earth. Mother Earth gave us all of that, and she was born with a taco. So I could do a taco on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Okay. I can do tacos for breakfast, dessert, lunch, all that for sure.
I'm headed to try to get me a taco right now. I ain't gonna even lie.
And that's a nice Taco Tuesday. So you have an annual event. It is an awards show, and you've been doing this for several years, like 11 years.
Yes.
Okay. And for people who don't know who you are, can you tell people your significance in the Oregon region?
Okay. Well,
And
I
briefly, because
I'm gonna give a brief.
it could go on for
So,
days.
well, how I even started? I'm originally from Portland. I moved to North Carolina. While I was in North Carolina, the Kakalaka, I started a record label when I was in North Carolina. I was going back and forth between North Carolina and Atlanta. At the time, they was doing the Olympics down in Atlanta, and that's when I started my label. And then I went to Hawaii. The feds arrested me, landing back in Portland at PDX Airport. While I was out on bail, I started putting out music on my label. They had me arrested for a RICO case, and then they indicted me for RICO, and then they later on indicted me on a conspiracy. While I was on fighting both those cases, one was facing a life sentence, the other one was facing 30. I started dropping music in Portland while I was out on bail. That's how I started this whole music thing, and basically doing it in Portland. But I didn't start my label out of Portland originally.
And there's a movie. You made an entire, I think there's two volumes of this movie at least about your life and about some things that have happened in the past. Yeah?
Yeah, there's a documentary out called Killersworth. The documentary is actually about my little cousin. His name was Little Smurf. They call me Big Smurf. My street name is Big Smurf. My stage name is Smurf Luciano. When I was really out there in the streets and really running and thugging and doing my thing, um, my guy, he died at 20 after getting out of prison for 2 years. And they at one time had us accused of being half of the shootings in the city. Either we was the perpetrators or the victims. So that meant that we was really active in the Portland area. And I just kind of took my street knowledge and my street wisdom and turned it into my pain into music, and started seeing some gratification out of the music, taking all that pain and turning it into something that could benefit me. And that's how I really got off into this music. My label is called Two Real Records. The first group I had was called Got 'em, Gangsters on the Move. We later came back with 456, Lonzo Mack, Black Banana. We came back with Mussolini. We came back with Matt Blaze. We came with Usual Suspects. And now finally, I'm 30 years later doing a solo project, Smurf Luciano, the Real DB Cooper project. And I'm about 7 songs into it, along with about 4 new videos up. And part of my highlight of that is that I've been doing this Flavin Summer Peace Awards and Summer Jam for the last 11 years. Just giving people awards and flowers that really deserve it in the community. Might be the underdog people who everybody else might not see, but it's more like the pastors, the community to support people who are going out, getting people off of fentanyl and off of drugs, people who are taking the kids in from sex trafficking, people who are assisting in stopping senseless gun violence, along with local artists who are making music as producers, videographers, or rappers. So it's a lot going into the Flav and Peace Awards of Summer Jam, which is just giving back to the community, man, reaching out and giving it to those that we see every day working to strive to be the best that they can be. That might not never get their flowers.
Definitely. And you've done a lot in the community and you've uplifted a lot of people and you've given the platform for a lot of people to really climb and succeed and get into the business. Would you say that sometimes being on, I've always thought of you as the Jermaine Dupri of our generation type of deal. Not even our generation, but like our region, right? And
Right.
to me, that's who you've always kind of been to me. And how do you feel like, I know over the years ago, artists put in a lot of work. They showed up, they did. We've always had trouble with people not doing that, but it seemed like they wanted it more. These new artists today, they think their name is bigger, their following on Instagram is higher than put it in the work and being organic and really they skipping steps. Can you hone in on that a little bit? Like how does that feel being somebody who is doing big things for the city, for the community, for the, like I said, the region, and people really have an opportunity to build their career just even knowing you, right? So being a part of things and touch on that a little bit. I know that's been on your mind this week after you just successfully finished the awards for this year.
See, well, I think that a lot of time people will take me for granted that because we look the same, we same ages, and I even look young for my age. Um, but the experiences I've had, like I said, I started my music career in between North Carolina and Atlanta. I didn't even really start it on the West Coast, but me being born out of Portland, Oregon, Las Vegas being my third home, San Francisco my second home, North Carolina my fourth home, just traveling around. Sometimes people can take it for granted, and all I want to do is make opportunities for others to have a chance to make it. Because how I look at it is, if one of us make it, the rest of us have a chance at somebody putting us in position.
Definitely. Definitely. And that's something that you've continued to do time and time again with more people every time you have a chance and a platform to do. From movies to videos to the albums, you're just continued support for everyone who basically comes in your path, and you continue to reach out to people. And I've seen so many people over the years take advantage of that kind of a, a deal. Like it's a deal. I don't think that people really realize being involved or even knowing people of your caliber, what that could mean to them or their career. And then they go on over here and over here. And it's just, I'd like to see a little bit more structure this year. I hope some of these younger artists coming in are more serious about where they want to go and their goals. And they really know how to lock in and, touch down and be part of something bigger
It's a
like we
trip.
all did. You know what I mean? Like we all did. Like like you don't just rise to the top. Like you gotta brew. Like
Time. When they say time is love, it goes. That's the same way it goes with a career. You have to put your time in on anything you want to be good at. That's why they say practice makes perfect.
most definitely. So
Um,
I had played a video a couple weeks ago. Well, I guess it's been about a week now since the awards. I had went in and kind of found some of the different artists that you had on the show, and I played just a little like briefer to this talk, and I played some of the songs in the background. Can you tell us some of the artists that you're currently working with that you have
Currently,
on
I'm
your
working with
project?
Smurf Luciano, the real DB Cooper, myself. and I'm working with Smurf Luciano, Real DB Cooper myself, and that's about it. I'm working with at this point, at this current time that I'm really pushing at this time is myself.
Got it. Okay, so you're just working on your project right now.
I can't hear you. We went out somehow.
Oh, hello?
I don't know if it's because somebody called in on my phone or something.
Oh, that's probably what it is. It gets a little tricky.
Say it again.
I said it gets a little bit confusing when the lines come in, I've noticed. Can you hear me
I
now?
can hear you, but I can barely hear you. I might have
Okay.
to call back in because I can't hardly hear you. I'm losing my
Okay.
signal.
We can do that. Let's see if he can get back in. I know sometimes it's some technical difficulties. We also have fires going on here in Southern California. Between Vegas and California, we are on fire. We have several fires in the area. It's burning lots of acres, and we are hoping for some rain to cool that down and get that taken care of. I am your variety concierge of Vegas. We have a lot of entertainers that are from the Portland, Oregon area in Las Vegas, and a lot of Las Vegans that go up to Portland for mixed shows, entertainment, comedy, fashion, fun. So we like to include them in our shows. We'll be back again with Smurf on another talk, I'm sure. Have a great night. Remember to drink water. Happy birthday. And if you are in an area where it is burning, please use some kind of a ventilator if you can. Try not to breathe in too much smoke. Be careful of your animals. Remember, there's a lot of mountains and there's a lot of places where animals are going to be coming down from out of the smoke, looking for food, looking for shelter. So be very careful of your babies, your animals.